morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Guys, today's story comes out of Atlanta. And the title reads, Man Killed, Another Hospitalized in Southwest Atlanta Apartment Gunfight. Now, before we get into this story, guys, if you wouldn't mind, leaving a like, leaving a comment, subscribe. Remember, we are still on that road to 1,000 subscribers, and I know we can get there, but the only way we can do that is with your help. And feel free, hit me on Minds, Twitter, TruthSocial. I post there all the time, and I got no problem responding, guys. Okay, for those of you who have commented on some of these videos, guys, I try to get back to you at least within the day. Okay, and I appreciate it. I always appreciate discussion. Okay, so anyway, let us begin.
A gunshot wound.
A deadly shootout inside a Southwest Atlanta apartment. 2 men and a woman were inside the unit, which is located in the 2100 block of Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Late Monday night, the men got into some kind of argument.
But that escalated to the point where the decedent produced a firearm and shot our surviving victim,
hitting that man multiple times in the back. The woman then returned fire.
Our female 911 caller produced her firearm and fatally shot the male inside this apartment in self-defense.
The woman loaded up the injured man and brought him to the hospital. He was later transferred to Grady. She then went back to the apartment and called 911. Detectives say everyone involved appears to be in their late 20s to early 30s, but say it's too early to know their relationship to each other.
Okay, I don't know what kind of situation, guys, that could be, but I always find it comforting when a woman decides to pick up a gun. Okay, think about this, guys. A lady is not. Men are, unfortunately, we are built for violence. Okay. And I don't believe that is the case for women. But women have that ability also, especially when it comes for caring for their children. Now, there wasn't any children here. This was between individuals. We don't know if this was a love triangle or whatever it may be. But the fact that this guy came into, they had an argument, and then you shoot and a guy in the back. And it's so bad that the lady comes to pick up the firearm to shoot you? Who knows what was going on there? But the fact that she had a firearm to protect this man, because he was willing to kill this man. For I don't know what the argument was over. Okay, who knows? But this lady stepped in and defended this man. Okay, and women rarely, I'm going to tell you folks, rarely do that for men. We don't expect women to come in and help the man, although it does happen. Okay, I think it's rare. I remember the case where that particular man who was selling marijuana out of his house, okay, and he was getting beat down by some jokers, and the woman came out with the AR-15 and was blasting them. Okay, that's a good woman, trust me. Okay, but we usually don't see this. Okay, we don't usually see women defending men, but thank goodness for those women out there who will do that. Let's move on.
Still very early in the investigation, so obviously we have to get answers to that. We do know that she did live at this apartment.
The woman is now cooperating with investigators, but it is possible she could end up facing charges.
It's really too early to determine. We have to conduct our interviews and then match that up with the evidence that we recover inside the apartment.
The man being treated here at Grady at last check was in stable condition. If we get an update on that condition or the name of the man who died, we'll of course let you know.
Let's hope he doesn't pass, okay? But guys, think about that, okay? Just think about this, okay? She regrettably killed this man, okay? She killed him. Okay? We don't celebrate death here. We don't. Okay? We absolutely though celebrate the ability and anyone's ability to successfully protect you and your own. Okay? We do highlight that, and it should be celebrated. But remember, when you're in these type of, well, anytime you are in a self-defense shooting, okay, whether it's for yourself or others, it's always the presumption that, oh, wait, we're going to investigate and we're going to make sure that you are not the bad guy. And it's always something that there is no presumption there. And I guess you shouldn't assume in justice. If Lady Justice was real, okay, she would have blinders on and she wouldn't judge. But I'm telling you, there is an eye out for people who use their firearms in self-defense. Okay? There is I wish I had more concrete evidence on this, but I know it. I know that there are people, there are police officers, there are politicians, there are people that do not like that the general public has guns. They don't like it. They don't like that these people have the ability to protect themselves. They don't like it. I know it. I know that is the truth. And it's a reality that we have to live with. So kudos to the woman, okay? If she turns out to be the good guy, then I have to say it's a good thing that that she'll be exonerated, okay? Hopefully this is not a lover's spat or quarrel or triangle, whatever you want to call it. But she defended him. And good people need guns. Good people should have them. Good people should always have guns. More than just one. Okay? And if we didn't have good people, where would this country be? And if we didn't have guns, where would we be? You got to think about this. You have to ask yourself this question. People use guns in self-defense. Sometimes, not all the time, do they kill them. Sometimes all they have to do is shoot them. Sometimes it doesn't even get there. Sometimes it's just, hey, I got one too, boss man. You better back up. Okay? Sometimes they just brandish it. Sometimes even the hint of it. Even some cases, there have been cases where people know that the individual in question has guns and they say, let me not deal with this guy. We need them, folks. We need them. And good men have them. And if we didn't have good men who didn't make these decisions, we would have, and there would be no good guys.